a Krows. They come from miles around just to eat my food and laugh in my face.
Live from the governor's mansion, you're listening to the Krows Korner Podcast.
Yo, yo, yo!
Hey, yo, what up?
It's your boy Adam L.
This is Wahamiyd once again.
And this is Sick Cuz the Governor.
Live and direct from the governor's mansion.
Episode 13, 14, one of those
Episode
things.
number 14.
14, and we back.
That's momentum, you know what I'm saying? That's momentum,
We took a little holiday break.
How was everybody's holiday, you know what I'm saying?
We took a little, what you call it?
Hiatus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, holiday hangover.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? But we back with some real good stuff.
Yeah. We're going to have some hood politics, if you will, in this
Yes,
Krows
sir.
Korner. You know
That's right.
And shout out to the DMV, all East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, worldwide.
No doubt.
You're rocking with the number one podcast. I said it.
In the DMV.
In the
You know what I'm
DMV,
saying?
can't nobody do it better.
No question.
Yes, sir. So, you know how I start this off. How was, brothers, few weeks that we've been off, and how was everything?
It's been real for me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on in the personal domain, you know what I'm saying? With loved ones passing and things like that.
Yeah.
All I can say to the listeners out there is, cherish your time, cherish the time that you got, cherish your loved ones, every day is a gift, and keep your head up. Everybody that's lost someone.
Prayers go out to all the people who lost loved ones. Prayers go out, and death is it's always an uncomfortable thing, but it's a part of life.
It's a reality.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
Indeed.
we're gonna start off on a high note, very high note. We got a lot of stuff in store.
No question. I'm looking forward to this podcast right here.
Yeah.
It's like, in a barbershop, your barbershop talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
On the corner of fellas just politicking, you know what I'm saying?
We was just kicking it about what's the dude name? I can't even pronounce his damn name.
Tekashi,
Versace, 6ix9ine. And that's not a good name to have while you locked up too.
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
Not at all.
You gotta change that, yo. To,
Right.
9-6 or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Change the whole number.
The whole
Divided by 5 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Subtract 2, multiplied, round it to the nearest 100, 10, do whatever the hell
round
you
it
do.
off to the nearest 100.
But change the number, please.
It's gonna be a problem, yo. It's gonna be a problem.
And you was telling me something about his homeboys.
Yeah. The thing that's going on with his homeboys is interesting because, this is a young kid who multi-million dollar deals, you know what I'm saying? Very well known, popularity, fame,
Trolling and all that type stuff.
all those sort of things. But also troubled in a way, in terms of who he kept for company. I think a lot of people are familiar with the story already, but for those who are not really familiar with the story, this is a young man who definitely achieved a level of acclaim, fame and prosperity, wealth as a recording artist, but kind of wasn't as mindful in terms of who he kept, around him,
True.
You could say, affiliated, you know what I mean? And this is not necessarily to knock any gangs or anything like that, you know what I mean? But you just got to be aware of who you surround yourself with and how they move and how you move, you know what I mean?
And let this be, real quick, let this be a lesson to all these young guys out here that put that type of lifestyle, that energy in the atmosphere.
True.
And once again, there's no real light at the end of the road, no wizard waiting for you at the end of the yellow brick road. It's nothing but darkness, chaos, Gloom, pain, and misery.
No question.
Break it down to you to be less abstract. The grave of jail.
No doubt.
So,
if you ain't heard it nowhere, you heard it here.
Exactly.
You know
and I know it sounds like a broken record, but guess what? It's a broken record. And until most of most of y'all get it out there, it's going to sound that way. Until somebody get it. And, and life doesn't give you a chance now these days to grow up and look back and reflect.
Right.
You can get taken out of your zone. Your energy could be gone right then and there in the midst of your, you being misguided or being, being a fool, basically.
Absolutely.
So, this goes out to the young men out there and some of the so-called OGs that claim this lifestyle, but not giving advice to the youth. And like, look, okay, we formed something with a nasty sting to it. Let's form together and make something positive out of it.
Absolutely.
I don't have anything against gangs, but what I do have against is the activity that they bring out in the energy.
Absolutely. And like just the term gangs is questionable, you know what I'm saying? Because a group of people walking down the street can be considered a gang, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's just important to be mindful of who you surround yourself with. That's the moral of the story, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we're not trying to knock nobody, but this is the life and death thing, and it gets real fast for you, You may not even anticipate something happening to you or being put in a situation that you got real life consequences.
Know what you signed up for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's like looking at a beautiful contract or a vulnerable contract, but the fine print tells you that at the end of this term or period, we snatching your house, we taking the money back. All this belongs to us.
Right. Absolutely.
So basically know what you're signing up for. But real quick, you said some of his homeboys plotted to take him out or something
now,
like that?
Allegedly, there's a wiretap, if I'm not mistaken, that records a conversation between some of the members of Treyway, mm-hmm. and Treyway is the blood gang that 6ix9ine is associated with. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That faction, right? So they're talking about basically how two of 6ix9ine partners basically plotting against him. You know what I'm saying? Plotting to violate him,
take him out of here,
violate him, feed him shells. You know what I'm saying? And
are these the guys that he's currently incarcerated with?
Yeah. Some of them are. The thing about it is that I don't think he really, right. He had an interview, and I guess closer to the time he was actually arrested by the feds, he started to see the light, almost too late. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where okay, now I'm starting to wise up to what's happening around me. But before he really had a chance to make a lasting change, feds moved in. You know
so
what I'm saying?
This plays a very this is very scary, because now the little bit that I'm hearing, this plays a major role in the case, because now he's inclined to rat.
He is. He will
because he felt betrayed.
He will.
And that could be his scapegoat. Genius on his part. Not knowingly, I'm going to assume, okay, you guys plotted to take me out, so obviously I'm not really gang with y'all. Y'all not really my homeboys.
Right.
So it's no type of love loss if I throw y'all under the bus. And pay some money off, do a little bit of time under protective custody or PC, and be home within a year and be hotter than ever on the streets as far as musically.
But it
works in his favor.
There's rules to it, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't basically say you gang affiliated, you gang, and then be a rat at the same time. You know what I mean?
But,
and that it's kind of like changing of the guard, if you will. You know what I'm saying? this new school, you know what I mean, they may view ratting, you know, as less of a big deal, you know what I'm saying? So he could possibly come out of jail and get popular, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Have his career still take off, because it seems like majority, and not all of them, but the younger generation, they don't really view that as a
They don't care.
as an offense. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, look at Alpo. He's out walking the streets of Harlem, and he went to jail during a time where snitching was forbidden. Snitching was a way to outcast you in the community.
Absolutely.
Where if you was a general, all your stripes is taken away because you snitch. It destroys you. It you know, you're less than a human being if you're a rat. That's why they make the term rat. And he's walking the streets of Harlem. So, like I said, crazy as it may seem, this may work in 6ix9ine's favor, because while all of a sudden he gets the phone conversation of people trying to take him out. That's one. 2, he's in PC, protected custody.
Yeah.
3, he's a vital point. With that, he's very important in this case with the FBI, because now we have an informant. He felt betrayed. He felt used.
Right.
We're going to use him to bring down a bigger person, a bigger picture.
Right.
You understand? So it works in his favor. He
does.
just got to stay alive long enough.
And that's the question
big
mark.
if. That's the big if.
Absolutely. Because it's already talk about him being moved to a different part of the jail. It's his code D's, you know what I'm saying? And that's usually a telltale sign that you about to
trouble.
rat. You know what I mean?
His album just came out recently, too, the other day, so I wonder how it's doing on far as the numbers and screens.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the album is doing. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's just important to, you know, watch who you got around you, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
if you
sir.
want to move with, you know, a certain group of individuals, be aware of the consequences, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Play with the bull, don't be surprised you catch the horns.
That's deep. But we're gonna hit y'all back with another segment. And this joint's talking about Superman.
Your
Now
boy
Christopher
Superman.
Reeve.
Not
We
Christopher
talking
Reeve,
about
who that?
Orlando Magic Superman. Well, ex-Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard. And Mel, what's the term for it? Emasculation.
Transgender.
Yeah, emasculation.
Oh, thank you. So, right now, before we come back, you can't handle this topic.
Get out the kitchen, yo.
Get out the kitchen, cut us off, whatever. Because we about to bring it to y'all.
Krows Korner Podcast, brought to you by
Jim Crow with their debut album, The Uninvited. You see their side, already been told. But this music for the world. Yeah. Get your copy on all streaming platforms today.
With the protesters, these young men are incredibly angry.
Rooted in my black thoughts, things fall apart when we leave. Sudden scenes, I watched the throne but forgotten the dream. Ambiguous to what my thoughts mean. Tell these crackers to get their hands out my pockets. Live life and live in color. I can never go back to basic. Still black politics. Need a Lamborghini angel with a facelift. Condemned buildings where heroin addicts live in basements. White pages, white lies, colonial prisons, pro-black pimping.